if you can, where you're at, let's start this morning by doing our counting exercises, which means if you can, let's make some space and let's go ahead and stand up someplace.
Okay.
And what we're going to do first is we're going to count all the way to 120. So we're going to start our math. Oh, I got you. Lily Grace is standing on her bed. What a smart idea. Okay, so we're going to count all the way to 120 for counting practice. And we're going to punch it out. Each time we say a number. What number are we counting to? 120. Okay, are you ready? I'm ready. You're going to help me get my exercise today too. I'll step back so you can see me. We're going to punch it out. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Come on, Nace. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. You got it. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Go, Miss Laura. 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120. Freeze. Very good. Now we're going to skip count by tens. We're going to do our push-ups by 10. Get ready, all the way to 120. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Skip counting by tens. And we're going to do some more of that today. Now we're going to put our hands on our hips and we're going to skip count by 5 all the way to 100 today, okay? Get your sideburns, not sideburns, your, what do you call it? Side bends. Side bends by 5s. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Now we're going to skip count, head, shoulders, knees, and toes by 2s. All right, ready? Start at the top. And we're going to go to 30. 30. We'll practice 30 today. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Very good. Kiss your brain. That was a good way to get your brains moving this morning. You remember we call that when you use your muscles and it sends a message to your brain, we call that muscle memory. Muscle memory helps us remember things, doesn't it? Okay, let me get my lesson plan out. Today we're going to start math. We're going to start with some fast practice, some fluency. But our objective today is to count tens and ones. Our objective today is to count tens and ones. Okay, now I'm going to go to full screen so that y'all can see me a little bit better. Nope. Me. There we go. Now you can see me a little bit better, and maybe it won't skip. Okay, so we have what's called 10 frames. And I believe in your practice, maybe it's your practice workbook that you have at home, you have these in your workbook. These are your 10 frames. Remember, we're doing more than 5 now because we're moving into 10s. So you have these practice sheets that you can use either way. We have those practice sheets in our, I think it's our practice or fluency. I think it's the fluency workbook. If not, let me know. I can email you something. I can do whatever I need to do to make math a little bit easier from home. But today's fluency, we're going to start with the 10. We're going to start with the 10 frame. Now, your 5 group means you have 5. And this is what your 5 group looks like. 5. But your 10 frame looks like this. When you have 5 on top and 5 below. That's your 10 frame. These are things that you use a lot in first grade, your 5 group and your 10 frames, okay? Okay, so what we're going to do, I just lost my page, there we go. I'm going to flash like we do our 5 group, like this. How many dots do we see? You will say 0. So I'm gonna ask you, how many more dots do we need to make 10? So if there are 0 dots on this card, how many dots do we need to make 10?
10.
We need 10, that's right, very good. So look at this one. How many dots do you see? 1. How many more would we need to make 10? I don't know if you can see it. If you have 1 dot, how many more do you need to make 10? 9 more. So if you have 1, you need 9 more to make 10. How many dots do you see? Get ready.
2.
2. Any idea how many you would need to make 10?
8.
Let's see if you're right. If you have 2 dots, you'd need 8 more to make 10. Okay, how many dots do you see?
3.
3. So how many more dots would we need to make 10?
7.
I see a pattern here also. This number's getting bigger and this number's getting smaller. So if you have 3 dots, you'd need 7 more to make 10. How many dots do you see?
4.
4. Good job. I don't know who that is. I don't recognize that voice, but I think you are doing an amazing job, whoever you are. Is that you, Parker?
Yes.
Yes. How many more would you need, boys and girls, to make 10 if you have 4 dots already?
Okay, bye.
How many? 6. If you have 4 dots, you'd need 6 more to make 10. How many do you see? Get ready.
5.
5. How many more do we need to make 10? Go.
5.
5. Yeah. If you have 5 dots, you need 5 more to make 10. Now look right here. You have 5 on top and 1 below. How many is that?
6.
6. So how many more would you need to make 10?
4.
4. That's right. If you have 6 dots, you'd need 4 more to make 10. Look, let me see if I can do this backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4 more would make 10. Okay, how many dots do you see? 5 on top and 2 below.
7.
How many more? 7.
3.
And how many more do we need to make 10?
3.
3. 1, 2, 3. Super quick. Yes. Now, how many do you see? Get ready.
8.
8. 5 on top and 3 below is 8. How many more do we need to make 10?
2.
2. Very good. 8 dots. 2 more makes 10. How many do you see?
1. 9.
If you have 5 on top and 4 below, that's 9. How many more do we need to make 10?
1.
1. 9 on top and 1 left. I'm sorry, 9 dots and 1 left to make 10. Easy peasy. How many dots do you see?
10.
10. How many more do we need to make 10?
0.
0. Okay. So if you have that fluency or that math practice workbook and it has these 5 groups in there, the 10 frames, pull those out and flash practice those really quickly out of order so it'll go a lot faster and it'll go like this. How many do you see? 7. How many more do you need to make 10? 3. Then you might say, how many do you see? 9. How many more do you need to make 10? 1. See how quickly I did that? You got to be able to answer fast and fluent, right? Fast and fluent. Now I'm going to give you a little pop quiz. Does anybody remember what this is called?
5.
5 group. Kiss your brain. So what is this called?
10 group. 10 group. 10 flame.
Yeah, think about your frame. It's a 10 frame. Very good. A 5 group and a 10 frame. That's the tricky part. We think that because we call the other one a 5 group that it's a 10 group, but it's not. It's the 10 frame. Look at the frame back here. Okay. I'm going to put those aside. Okay, now I'm going to play a little game with you, okay? I'm going to use the 10 frame to show you a number of dots. How many dots do you see?
1.
Okay, I want you to hold up as many fingers to show me how many there would be if there was one more. Show me with your fingers. Don't say it out loud. Show me with your fingers. How many would you have if you had one more? Let me see who's right. Show me with your fingers. This is easy peasy. Oh, good, Alex. How many is Alex holding up?
2.
2, because one more than 1 is 2. All right, you ready? How many dots do you see now?
4.
4. Show me
4.
with your fingers how many you would have if you had one more. Listen to what I'm asking you. Show me. Good, Lily Grace. Show me with your fingers if you had one more, Nace. One more. How many would you have, Nace, if you had one more than 4?
You know all this, right?
Lily Grace, how many? Good, Nace. How many, Lily Grace? Okay, how many, Nace?
I have my
How many is that, Nace?
almost 6.
Say it so I can hear you, buddy.
5.
Yes, that'd be 5. So if you showed me 5 fingers, you know that one more than 4 is 5. All right. All right, look right here. Now I have 5 dots. Parker, how many would you have if you had one more? Show me with your fingers. Show me with your fingers, Parker. Yes. Yes. One more than 5 is 6. And you're showing me with your fingers. Good, Lily Grace. Kaylee Allen, show me with your fingers. How many would you have if you had one more? Oh, good job. Okay, now I'm going to make it really hard. Are you ready? 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I see 9 dots. Oh my goodness, somebody's already ready. Show me how many you would have if you had one more. Use your fingers. Yes. Good job. How many, guys?
10.
10. Very good. If you had one more, you would then have 10. Very good. Put your hands back down. Okay. Now, so I don't have to take this down and put it back up. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah.
Sounds a little scratchy. Do y'all hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Okay. All right. So in kindergarten, we start working on what I call the mean, nasty, uncooperative teen numbers, okay? And your teen numbers don't look the way they sound. They're kind of like the sight words. They don't look the way they sound. They don't like to listen. Sometimes it doesn't make sense, and they're a little bit confusing. And so that's why I call them the testy teens, because they're kind of like the teenagers, and they're uncooperative, right? Okay. So what, Lucy?
My sisters aren't mean, and
They're not. Your sisters aren't uncooperative? Good. You are a very lucky little girl. Okay. Good. If you have teenagers at home, some of you might know what I'm talking about. Some of you might not. Okay. We're going to work on our teen numbers. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put up 10 dots, 5 on top and 5 below to make 10. Okay. Count with me. 1, 2, I don't hear you. 3, 4, 5, let me see. 6, 7, how many? 8, 9, 10. How many do we have? We have 10. We have 10 dots on our 10 frame. Okay. Now, there's another way to say this, okay? Because this is 1, and this is 1, and this is 1, and this is 1. But when you have 10 of them, we're going to call them 10 ones. Say 10 ones. 10 ones. Because this is a group of 10, okay? So this is 10 ones. Can you say it with me? 10 ones. We're going to say it one more time. I want to hear you. 10 ones. 10 ones. Okay, now I'm going to add another one down here at the bottom. But now our number has changed. I'm going to move it down just a little bit so I can write up here. Now how many do I have?
11.
Ooh, but don't go ahead. We're learning some new vocabulary right now. I'm pointing. How many do you see right here? 1. So guess what number I'm going to write? I'm going to write the number 1. Because remember, these are all ones. But up here in this group, we have 10 ones. So how many ones do I have down here?
1.
Look right here. Yeah, 1. I have 1. So this is what 11 looks like. So whoever said 11, this is 11. But this is how you would say 11. 10 ones and 1 equals 11. 10 ones, 1. Repeat after me. That means I say it, then you say it. 10 ones.
10 ones.
1.
1.
Good job. Now, how many ones do we have at the top? Get ready.
10 ones.
And how many ones do we have at the bottom?
2 ones.
2. So guess what? Now is a little language lesson. I have more than one. So what letter do I need to put right here?
S.
When you have more than one, what letter do you need to add at the end of the word?
S.
An S. Very good. Y'all know that. So you add an S. So now we have 10 ones and 2 ones. Say that with me. 10 ones and 2 ones. And you have to learn this step first before you can move on to the next step. Because when we're done, I want you to be able to look at this and know that 10 and 2 is 12, but we're not ready for that. When we're learning, we take things one step at a time. All right, I'm going to change it. Are you ready? Now, how many do I have at the top?
10 ones.
I have one group of 10 ones. And then what number do I need to change this one to?
3.
Yes, I need to change it to a 3. Hey, raise your hand and let me know who can read this for me and tell me what I have. Parker, read that for me.
10 ones. 3 ones.
Okay, awesome job. We have 10 ones and 3 ones. So how many do we have in our top group, Nace? How many do we have in our top group?
10.
10, yes, very good. Nace, how many do we have in our bottom group?
Bottle.
Oh, hold on, Miss Aaron's gonna mute somebody. Okay, Nace, how many do we have in the bottom group? Can you see it?
3.
3, good job. Okay, I'm going to take down my counters and we're gonna continue working on our teen numbers, those tricky teen numbers. But we're starting with our 10 ones and our 1 ones group. So making more than 10, guys. Those pesky, pesky, tricky teens, okay? Okay. Now I'm going to show you another way to do that. You can draw. So if you have a pen and you have a paper, we can draw your tens on your paper, okay? We're going to make a group of 10 and then we're going to put a circle around it just like we did yesterday. We're going to make a group of 10 and then we're going to put a circle on it. I'm going to pretend I'm going to draw straws. You know, like we count straws each day in our class to represent one straw for one day of school. So I'm just going to pretend I'm going to draw some straws. How many am I going to draw first? How many should I draw first? 10. Very good.
10.
Watch me. And if you have your paper, do it too. Draw 10 straws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many straws did I draw? And I'm going to put a circle around them. And it's like I just took my straws and I just dropped 10 on the table. There are 10 straws. Good job. Oh, I just hit my elbow, my funny bone, which is not really funny. I see Parker doing his work. Good job. Thank you, Parker. Eloise, do you have a paper and a pen? Pencil? Good. Draw 10 straws and put a circle around it. Then write the number 10 because this is a group of 10 straws. Kaylee Allen, how many do you see?
10.
10. Put a smile on that face, sweet girl. Okay. Alex, did you get to draw 10?
No.
You don't have your paper today? Okay, look right here, Alex. How many straws do I have in this group?
10.
10.
10.
Very good. Okay, say 10 ones, because each straw represents one. There are actually 10 straws, but they're in one group. Okay, are you ready? We're going to draw 10 more. Let's draw 10 more straws. Count with me. If you're not drawing, count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There is another group of 10. What should I do next? What should I do with that group of 10, Lily Grace?
You should put it next to the other group of 10.
Okay, there it is right there. But I need to do something with this. What should I do next?
You X the circle out.
I'm not going to X it out. I'm going to draw a circle around it. So that shows there are how many, Lily Grace?
10.
There are 10 more in this group. Wait, so this is a group of 10, and this one is a group of 10. We're going to keep going. Lucy, are you able to write yours, honey?
What is it?
Eloise, are you following along? Do you have two groups of 10? Okay, guess what we're going to do now? We're going to draw 10 more. By the way, this would be a scattered configuration. This time I'm going to draw my straws using a linear configuration. How many am I going to draw? Kaylee Martin, how many am I going to draw, honey? 10. Good job, Kaylee. All right, here we go. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Mom, why do you even need to cut the watermelon?
8,
Why do you need to cut the
10.
watermelon?
How many? How many did I draw? 10. So what do I need to do now? You know, Alex, what do I need to do now, honey?
You need to circle them.
I need to circle them. And how many was in that group?
Now,
10. Very good. So I'm going to write the number 10.
Mom,
Remember, say scattered, linear. Scattered means like scatterbrain. It's everywhere. And linear means in a line, all lined up next to each other, kind of like little soldiers, right? Okay. Guess what we're going to do? Lucy, do you know what we're going to do now? What do you think? Should we draw more? Let's do 10 more. Okay, let's do 10 more straws. I'm just going to do them in a scatterbrain configuration. Count with me, Nath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, what should I do with this last group? What can I do with this last group? Eloise, what should I do with this group?
circle it.
Circle it. She says put a circle. Then what should I do?
Put a 10 by it.
Put a 10 by it. Look at that. Okay, show me with your fingers. How many are in this group? Show me with your fingers. How many are in this group? Yes. Show me with your fingers. How many are in this group? Yes. Show me how many are in this group. Yes. Show me how many are in this group. Yes. Guess what? You just skip counted by 10. How many times do we need to do it? Let's count. Say 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4. So how many times do we need to flash 10? How many times do we need to flash 10?
How many times do you?
4.
4 times. Let's do that. Get your hands ready, but we're going to skip count by 10.
Mama.
10,
Yeah.
20,
Mama.
30,
Mama.
40. How many straws do we have
Mama.
up here? How many straws?
40.
40. I think that was Lucy, I think. Good job. Was that you, Lucy? No? Okay. So if you have 10 sets of 4, you now have 40 straws. Say, oh, let me see. Let Miss Romain check something. See if I need to put somebody on mute. I think we're good. Okay. Say 10 ones.
10 ones.
10 ones.
10 ones.
10 ones.
10 ones.
And 10 more ones equals 40. Equals 40 ones. Let's see. Oh, I think I figured. Okay. 10 ones 4 times is 40. Oh, who has a baby in the room? Kaylee, Alan, is your baby in the room? Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So we are making 10 ones. We had 4 groups of 10 ones, which was 40. Okay. Now, I'm going to erase this one. If you can't erase, I don't want you to erase. If you were writing on your paper, you can flip it over and draw me 10 more ones. 10 more ones on the other side. Okay. And I'm going to write 10 ones. You have 10 ones. Pesky, pesky little teen numbers. Laura, are you there? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have 10 ones, y'all. Now we're going to only draw 3 more straws. Say 3. How many? 3. Very good. 1, 2, 3. I drew 3 more straws. Well, I'm going to put a circle around that. And what number should I write? Do you know?
3.
3. Very good. 3. But I'm going to call them something. What am I going to call them? 3. If I have 10 ones, I'm going to call this 3 ones. 10 ones and 3 ones. So we have 1 group of 10 and 1 group of 3. I wonder how many days we've been in school. If you have, remember when you're counting the math way and you say 10, 3, what number is 10, 3? Do you remember what number 10, 3 is?
13.
Yes, if you have 10 and 3 and you're counting the math way, you now have 13. 10 on top and 3 below is 13.
How many more days still have to go?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
3 more days.
Okay, you can put your math stuff away.
Now
She's
just
asking.
find out.
She's asking.
And now we're going to go back to our language. And we've been talking about, oh, before we go to language, I wanted to tell the parents something. If any parents are around, I wanted to show you something. Let me find it. Oh, let me screen share and pull it up. So sometimes when we're doing math, it's easy to count with money. Where am I? Oh, did I forget to pull it up? Y'all be patient. I want to pull it up really quickly so I can show you. Money. What I'm going to show you is money. So anybody who thinks they're ready to work on money for first grade skills, you know who you are. Oh, I know where it is. Close that. Let me pull it up. Okay. Screen share. Money. Okay. So parents, if y'all are ready to move your child on to the next level and work on a first grade math skill, Parker, you can share this with Mama too, okay? Tell her first grade math is really important when it comes to money, knowing the value of each coin, being able to pick out a group of coins, which one is which, and then beginning to add. So I'm also going to show you knowing that. Ooh, I wish I could figure out who that was. Okay. Look right here. Y'all, we did this every day during calendar time. How much is 1 penny? A penny's worth? Right there. Look right there. A penny's worth? 1 what? 1 cent. A nickel's worth 5 cents. Good, Parker. A dime is worth 10 cents. And a quarter is worth
25 cents.
25 cents. Now I'm going to pull up a different screen and show you something you can do at home. You can find these on the internet anywhere and print these out, or just do it at home. But you can take your pennies, your nickels, your dimes, and your quarters and sort them. And then not only with the sorting, but you can have them skip count. We practice skip counting ones all the time.
And how much
We practice skip counting fives all the time.
$1, $5, $10.
Can you hear me, Laura? Or is there too much background noise? Okay. Gotta
You
figure out who that is.
Miss Saint.
Yes. I'm just gonna have to
Mute every.
I got it. There we go. Okay. Because it was just getting a little too loud. Okay. So if you sort your pennies, your nickels, your dimes, and your quarters, you can practice your skip counting. So this is first grade skill because they will be given lots of money work in first grade. So working with your money and skip counting, be able to count those. And then once you've got this skill, you can take it to the next level by giving them just some nickels and a couple pennies and having them add those together. So if y'all think your student is ready to start working on a math skill for first grade, money is a really good starter. Miss Biggery, our first grade teacher, said that that was a real important first grade skill. And not that they need to know it going in, but hey, if you could practice it beforehand, that would just help you get ahead. In kindergarten, they only need to know what the coin is and what the value is. But if you want to start on a first grade skill, sorting, counting, and then adding coins together that don't belong together, really will set them forward for first grade. So that's a really good skill that you can use. Okay, let me close all these. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry I had to mute some of you. It was just getting really too loud and I don't think everybody could hear me. So I'm sorry. So if you want, you can unmute yourself now. And we're going to do our language. Okay. I don't like to put y'all on mute because I like for you to participate, but when it gets too loud, it becomes a distraction. And then everybody who's trying to listen and participate has a really hard time hearing me. Okay. So I need your help today's objective in our Wit and Wisdom lesson, which is Module 7, Lesson 19, we are going to use describing words to describe the characters. Describing words to describe characters. Let me pull up our repeated language chart from yesterday. And there's something missing. So now is the time to unmute yourself because I'm going to need your help. So I'm clicking to ask you to unmute because now is the time where Miss St. Romain is going to need your help. Parker, can you unmute yourself? Kaylee Allen, can you unmute yourself? Okay. 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 Never mind. Okay. All right. We just fixed that. Okay. Yesterday's repeated language chart was about the animals that are in the story. Why mosquitoes buzz in people's ears. But I'm missing something. So here's the same repeated language chart from yesterday, but there are some words missing. And those are the describing words on how each animal moves. And I need your help. This is going to show me who was really listening yesterday. Each line in the repeated language chart is missing a rhyming word, which is also the action or the movement of each animal. So yesterday we said a lion, and then there's a new word that you learned. Yesterday we said lions what? Can you help me fill that in?
Roar.
Lions what?
Roar.
Roar. Thank you, Parker. So now I need a word that rhymed with roar. Lions roar, eagles.
Fly.
Oh, but there's another
Roar.
word. Yes, but do roar, let's talk about that for a second. Do roar and fly rhyme?
No.
No, but then somebody said soar. Do the words roar and soar rhyme?
Yes.
Yes, so we're gonna add soar. So lions roar, eagles soar. Leopards. Do you remember what we said leopards do?
What do leopards do?
Roar.
Oh no, lions roar. Leopards grrr.
I said
G-R. Grr, 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 grr. G-R. What am I doing?
grr.
That's the sound at the beginning of the word. What would a leopard do?
Another one?
Yes, I'll find it in a minute.
Growl. Yes, leopards growl. Cheetahs, when you're trying to be sneaky and you're moving quietly, and it has to rhyme with growl, you're going to purr, purr, prowl, prowl. Prowl is how a cheetah moves slowly and sneakily. They prowl, then they pounce. Snakes, oh, you told me yesterday snakes.
Slither.
They do slither, but that was not the word we used yesterday. Another word for slither would be?
Lizard. Lizard.
You remember? And it begins with the soul blend. Soul.
Lovely. Slide.
Yeah, slide. Okay, so if we use the word slide, we need to figure out what would rhyme with slide. If snakes slide, eagles, what was another word for soar? Glide. Very good.
Slide.
Slide and glide. Snakes slide and eagles glide. Okay. Lizards. Whoop. Lizards crawl. And jackals use a very loud voice too. Caw. Say lions roar. Eagles soar. Leopards growl. cheetahs prowl, snakes slide, eagles glide, lizards crawl, and jackals call. But look right here, here is an end mark. What end mark did you see? Do you see an exclamation point at the end? Did you see an exclamation point at the end? Look right there. Do you see an exclamation point?
A period.
Oh, look carefully. Let me move that. Can you see it? Do you see a question mark at the end?
No.
No. Do you see a comma at the end?
No.
Yes. So is this the end?
No.
No, absolutely not. If you see a comma, that just means slow down. We're not done yet. I'm going to type a new line. Are you ready? The new line says, monkeys. What did the monkey do? Can you tell me something he did? When he jumps. What's another word for jump? What does the monkey do when he jumps?
It doesn't get any bigger. She's reading the book.
Leap. What did the monkey do? Monkeys leap. Whoop. Snails creep. Okay, so I'm gonna put that over there. Space it a little bit so you can see it better. Say leaps.
Oh, she does know what it is because whenever we were trying
Let's
to
say monkeys.
the osprey, which was the osprey in the lake, and it had a nest of eggs. So we put the drone over it to see if the nest actually.
Okay, monkeys leap and snails creep.
See if it had eggs, so we flew the drone over it. Oh, but we never got the clip back. Jerry never downloaded it to tell us.
Sorry, I'm trying to find out who that is.
Every day we go to the osprey like that. So, and it was.
There we go. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna have to like give them parents some rules. Put y'all in a quiet room when we're teaching. You need a quiet room, right? Okay. Did you know there were ants in the story?
Ant.
Yeah, there was an ant in this story. Now, I don't think he was one of the main characters, but if you look carefully, there was a picture. And an ant creates a heap, which is his mound. Say ants. Oh, ants. I forgot my S because there's more than one. Ants heap. Oh, my goodness. Fledglings. Do you know what a fledgling is?
No.
No, that's a hard word. Fledgling was the baby owl. And when
What do you mean the whole word?
the baby owl was called a fledgling. Now here's the deal. Fledglings do something when they want their mama. Do you know what they do?
They tweet.
They tweet. Very good. They tweet. I think that's more like a bird. What's another word for tweet that a bird might do? Pretend you're a little baby owl. Cheep, 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 cheep. So they cheep, right? So fledglings cheep. Now I'm going to put another end mark here. Which end mark did I put there? A period or a comma? A comma. So are we done yet?
No.
No. We'll do some more tomorrow on our Lion's Roar repeated language chart. I'm going to read it to you, okay? So maybe tomorrow you can help me fill in the blanks again. Lions roar. Eagles soar. Leopards growl. Cheetahs prowl. Yeah, they were growling, right, Parker? Snakes slide. Eagles glide. Lizards crawl. Jackals call. Monkeys leap. Snails creep. Ants heap. And fledglings cheep. Did you notice I had a movement for each one of those animals? So not only, oh, I think I bit my mosquito. Not only was I reading the repeated language chart, but I was acting it out. By the way, did you know that acting something out helps you learn it? Yes, absolutely. So guess what I'm going to get for you to do for me today? I want you to act it out. Okay, but not yet. We're not there yet, okay? All right, let me stop share. Okay, so make sure you have your bodies ready because we're going to do some acting out. In the story, Why Mosquitoes Buzz in People's Ears, I need to know that you understand that there is a story and characters. The characters are who is in the story. Can you raise your hand and tell me who might have been in this story? There were many different animals. Think about one of the animals that you saw in the story, Why Mosquitoes Buzz in People's Ears. Parker, name an animal you saw in this story.
An owl.
Oh, absolutely, there was an owl. Let me see. There she is, the mother owl and her babies. Okay, hold on, Alex, you're on mute. Unmute yourself, Alex. Press the microphone so I can hear you.
The microphone.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Anybody else have their hand raised? Name a character from the story. Kaylee Allen, you're going to have to take it off mute, baby. Name me another character, Kaylee. Tell me.
Bunny. Right.
The bunny. Yeah, the bunny. The bunny was a character in the story. Yeah. I just saw it. There's the bunny right there. Does that look like a real bunny?
No.
No, that's just the way the illustrator drew it. Okay, I'll take one more. Let me see if Alex was able to get Alex. Good. Name one of the characters in the story, Alex.
The monkey.
The monkey. Oh my goodness. He was the, say mischievous. The mischievous monkey. Absolutely. So I'm going to screen share. So while I'm pulling up screen share, let me ask you a question. Do illustrations move? Do illustrations move in the story?
No.
No, they do not. Uh-oh. There we go. Wait a minute. Oh, wrong book. So for my AR story today, I'm going to read about a mischievous cat called Six Dinner Sid. But that was the wrong book. Here we go. Why Mosquitoes Buzz in People's Ears. Do illustrations move?
No.
No. But can they show action?
Yes.
Yes. Illustrations can show action without even moving. Look right here. Does it look like the snake is moving into the hole?
No.
I don't know. Well, it does to me because look at his body shows movement and it looks like he's going in the hole. So I think that the illustration does show movement. Okay, let me move this. I think the illustration does show movement. You know where he's going, don't you? He's going down in the hole. But not only do the illustrations show movement, but the words tell the movement. Remember, Eloise?
Over there, it kind of looks like he has another head.
It does. You know what? That's called tricking. So both ends of the boa or the python look like a head, and that's to trick his predators. Okay, good observation. Now, listen carefully. The iguana did not answer, but lumbered. And remember, lumbered meant moving slowly. Lumbered on, bobbing. Bobbing is telling movement. That's up and down. Bottom in. bottom end, and that's telling the sound that it made. And look at the top. It says the iguana was still grumbling to himself when he happened to pass by a python. The big snake raised his head, which means it went up. That's telling movement, and said, "Good morning, iguana." But did that iguana hear him? He had what?
Sticks in his ears.
Sticks in his ears. That's right. Okay. Now, did we say that we see movement when the snake slithers? Yes. We see movement from the snake because he's slithering. Show me how a snake slithers. Get your arm and show me. Let me see. Isaiah, move your arm and show me how a snake slithers. Good, Alex. Good, Parker. Good. Yes, we are slithering like a snake. Very good. Okay, now look right here. I'm kind of covering it up with this little sticky note. Let me move the sticky note. Now, here's the really, really tricky part. Look closely. How many rabbits were in the story?
2.
Somebody said it. How many?
2. 1.
There was only one rabbit in the story. But how many rabbits do you see here?
2.
Let me tell you why. This is the tricky part. You think there are 2 rabbits, but there's not. There's just one rabbit. Here is the illustration showing the rabbit moving. The rabbit sees the snake coming. So what does he do? What did he do when he saw the snake coming?
Jump away.
He's jumping out of his burrow. There's the word scurried. Listen, when the rabbit saw the big snake coming into her burrow, she was terrified. She scurried out through her back way and bounded, crick, 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 across a clearing. So really, this is the same rabbit, but the illustration shows movement from the rabbit scurrying out of her burrow to get away from the snake. So I'm going to ask you one more time. How many rabbits are there really?
1.
Just one. But the illustration is showing movement. Look right here. How many monkeys do you see?
2.
But were there really 2 monkeys in this story? No, there was just one. Here it shows the monkey sitting, but then the monkey runs away. So the illustrations are showing movement and the words are telling the movement, okay? So your words and your illustrations work like this. They work together. Say words, illustrations, work together. By the way, do you know what the monkey was doing to get away? What did you say the monkey does?
Mute. They can't hear me.
Okay, you off now.
They can't not hear me.
You're off of mute.
Can they hear me?
Okay, hold on. Y'all be patient with me. Y'all, we put some people on mute because it's just really loud and then the other friends can't hear, okay? There we go. Okay, so what did we say the monkey does from tree to tree? Listen in the words. It says, a monkey heard a crow. He was sure that some dangerous beast was prowling near. He began screeching and leaping through the trees. So what was the monkey doing?
Leaping.
Leaping. Stand up and show me. Pretend you're the monkey and leap for me. Stand up. This is where we do our acting it out. Okay, Miss Laura, don't hurt yourself. Miss Laura's having too much fun with this. Now is when we get to act it out. Stand up, Eloise. Pretend you're the monkey and leap to the other tree. Very good. I see some leaping going on. Come on, Kaylee Allen, leap. Yes. We are leaping. Very good. Okay, all right, sit back in your chairs now. So we were acting it out. Which character were you just now?
Monkey.
The monkey. Very good. Okay. Now we're just going to do one more thing before we finish, okay? We're going to do another prefix. This prefix comes at the beginning of the word. We are going to add the prefix un to the beginning of some words. I'm going to turn to page 14. We're going to do the prefix un. Oh, you can't see it. Ugh. Okay. So listen. Maybe I could just read it. Okay. Let me find it. Sometimes I'll label these pages with the wrong word, but I know it's there for it. Oh, bless you. Goodness, who was that?
Me.
Who's me? I don't know who me is.
Alex. Me.
Oh, Alex. God bless you.
Daniel.
Okay, Alex Daniel. I know who Alex Daniel is. Okay. Okay. Say the word. I know you can't see that. Say the word certain. Certain. Certain means absolutely 100% sure. You are certain. So I am 100% sure. I am certain that you are excellent students. I am certain. But guess what happens when I become uncertain? I am certain that you are amazing students. But un means not. Un means not. So when I change the word certain to uncertain, I all of a sudden think that you are not good students. Am I uncertain that you're a good student? Do I think you're not a good student?
No.
I am certain. I am certain that you boys and girls are all excellent students. But sometimes we are uncertain, and that means something that we are not sure. We are not 100% sure of. See, when you are certain, you are 100%. But when you are uncertain, you become not sure about something, okay? Now, I'm going to write a word, okay? I'm going to write the word kind. What does it mean to be kind?
Here.
What does it mean to be kind, boys and girls?
Nice and cheerful.
Oh, nice and cheerful. Absolutely. So to be kind means to be nice and cheerful. Absolutely. So was the iguana, did the animals think the iguana was being kind when he stuck 2 sticks in his ears so he didn't have to hear anybody?
No.
No. They thought he was being
Mom.
something else. They thought he was being
Mom.
unkind. Say unkind.
Unkind.
So when you are kind, you are very nice. But when you are unkind, you are what?
Not.
You are not nice. So the word un means not. Not certain. Not kind. When you add un to the beginning of each word, that means you are not something. You are not certain. You are not kind. But we don't want to be those things. I am certain 100% that you are amazing students, and I am certain that you are very kind. And I'm going to end our lesson there because I know you want to go play now, because did we do our work? Yes. Now you get to what? Play. Y'all have a fun day. Kaylee, Martin, I'll see you at 11. Isaiah, you hang out with me. Y'all, by the way, if anybody ever wants some one-on-one time with learning, just let me know. I don't care who you are. I have other friends that I have to work with, and so I would like to meet with them when I need to meet with them. But if anybody ever wants just some extra learning time, just tell your parents to hit me up. Okay?